Those who feel that everybody could, if pressured enough, become and have a psychotic episode like this. And there are others who feel that only those who have a tendency to easy disorganization of the brain by their metabolism, that only they can get the psychotic trips. Because certainly when we analyze the underlying strife or conflicts that go on in the schizophrenic when they have recovered enough, that we find not too different a set of circumstances than what we find in the neurotic.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
To save the patient from what would otherwise be a severe neurotic phenomenon. The patient that you saw me walking with demonstrates on the 8th day after admission the continuing presence of a catatonic panic.
All right. Happy Monday night. Welcome back. Surround
What up?
Sound Injection. We're here with some of the guys from EverFelt. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing amazing, man.
Hell yeah, rock on.
How you guys doing?
Great. Fantastic.
I'm feeling better and better by the minute.
Yes, sir. That is the only
Second show of the night. We were
what an intro, I must say. That was badass, man. That was pretty sick.
I'm fucking killing it right now. We've got
I love that, man. I love the Alan Watts and the whole. It was cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
We tried doing things. So I'm gonna pick on Meg. Meg first. I love you, Meg.
Fine. Whatever. Okay. How did EverFelt come to be? What was your spawn point?
All right, so the initial idea of EverFelt was actually born in like 2021 before I even met any of these guys. My best friend Charles Lingerfelt passed away. I wrote a lot of music with him. He was my best friend, and he passed away from cancer in 2021. And when he did, we had just created a project called Angerfelt, and we had finished the music for it. We went and played some shows in Florida. And then that happened, pretty much literally dropped him off at the UK hospital when we got back, and that was it. But anyway, from that, I really wanted him to be forever felt in the music. Yes, fuck cancer. I wanted him to be forever felt in the music. And so the name EverFelt was born. And I found Corey Robinson, our lead and rhythm guitarist, in 2022, August of 2022, at a two drummers before house, on a Craigslist ad, and I met Corey, and the song Stranger and Medicaid actually were a couple of the freestyles I first I can freestyle vocals forever, and that's how we kind of met, and it was born then. EverFelt was born in the August 2022, and since then we've had a lot of change ups. Since we did our EP in 2024, we lost like 3 members, and it was just Corey and I. When we found Momo, which is, an amazing rhythm bass player who makes it possible for Corey to take over both rhythm and lead. And we didn't find another guitarist. Corey just took over both. And then we found Danny Furlong, our drummer, and that was about a year ago. We found these guys.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah.
it's difficult. Like we've had this discussion many bands of like how truly difficult it is to find like-minded individuals to come together,
Yes.
create one product, and keep it together.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and thankfully everyone in the band's really seasoned. So we really found a way to not try to allow the music to happen through us, to become the channels for it together, and a more fluid. That's how we write. And so through freestyle, and then we will whittle it down from that. Basically, allow the music to dictate where we go. And so I think that instead of us getting together and being like, okay, we're this sound, we're this genre, we're this music, none of us had that concept. We just allowed the music to happen to us, and we continue to learn how to do that together. And everybody in the band is committed to the shows. You know, I rarely ever do I reach out about a show and they're like, nah, I can't really do it. It's almost always yes. And that, really matters.
That'll kill a band so fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're telling me. Like I've had, being the facet of stuff that I've done in the music industry, from promotion to A&R to booking shows and stuff, and that's like the worst killer. Like I've had so many bands. It's like you put together a show, and then the day before, it's like, oh, we're not going to do it. Oh, we can't do it, and it's just like, really, like
one of our shows. Oh my God, one of our. Because I was in a local band here in Corpus one time, and like the day of a show or the day before, we had a fill-in bassist, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm having a really bad day. I just need a mental day. I'm just like, bro, we've been preparing for this for weeks. Like, are you serious?
And then, the music is his mental day. That's what it needs to be, and so, really, and it's unfortunate because like you have all these people planning their day around this event. So like, for me, we've had shows where like our drummer, actually Danny Furlong, had a football-sized tumor when we recorded this album Stirring the Wake. The first weekend, he still had the tumor and waiting to go to surgery. And then he did the second weekend. We did that album in two weekends. And the second weekend, he did it like 6 weeks after the surgery, right? And it was, he didn't cancel at all. But the whole time, we had a couple of shows in between that time where me, Corey, and Momo just went and played our metal show acoustic, and just the three of them. And so we hate to cancel. Like, we'll play just one of us if we got to. Us can show up because it matters to us. The people, the crowd, the opportunity to be on stage, and the fact that people are digging the music that you're loving to play, and it's what your passion is. The opportunity is something you just can't pass by and just take for granted.
No.
Yeah, it's just like, I just don't. You made this commitment to people, and I'm all for making mental health, like, it's important to take care of your mental health, but like, you just gotta fucking have some grit and fucking just do what you can. Just show up, man. Like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
I remember one time breaking my wrist. I broke and I'm a bass player, and the band I was in, we had a show coming up, and I broke my fucking wrist, and I still figured out a way to fucking play.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't what I would normally play, like what I played whenever we record the music, but I found alternate notes and ways to like do it with that fucking broken wrist. Like, was it exact? No. But did I make it through the show? Did I play the show?
But you fucking showed up. You showed up.
Oh yeah.
And Momo, actually, we worked together, and he had been moving some furniture, getting something down a mattress. I can't remember. But anyway, he pulled something in his shoulder, and he literally had an entire sling on his shoulder. And we were going to the show, and I was like, man, are you going to, he's our bassist. And I was like, man, are you going to be able to do this? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm just going to keep it. It was his drumming hand. He's like, I'm just going to keep it close. And keep the and by the end of the night, he didn't even have it on or nothing. I didn't even know.
Yeah, it got in the way. I had to throw that shit off. It got in the way.
Yeah, man, he got all the healing he needed playing the show. Music will do that for you.
Boss as fuck. He's just like, fuck it.
I couldn't. It was getting in my way. I was like, fuck, I can't play.
That did happen. Yeah, I remember.
I was like taking my cast and I couldn't go like up underneath my bass, like it just wouldn't fit. So I had to stick my bass over and I took my hand and just kind of like hit the fucking strings.
Like this.
Fucking playing. It retarded as fuck, but I just kept fucking doing it.
It's a new slap bass technique.
Yeah, man.
It's a new tone, yeah.
Listen, but you were adaptive. Oh, there's Danny. What's up,
Hey.
Danny?
We got another party member.
So yeah, I mean, the show must go on. Like fucking regardless, it must go on. So
yeah,
you pull up your goddamn big boy pants and go out there and fucking play.
Just like Danny did when he went and recorded that, spent the whole weekend recording with us. We stay where we record at Loud and Clear Studios in Kentucky, in Paducah, Kentucky. And that's where we recorded the EP. It's where we did the album. And it's such a cool experience. We get to stay in the house together where the studio is basically the house. And it's such an awesome experience. But Danny went there with a football sized tumor,
that's brutal. That's brutal. That's intense.
That's warrior type shit, if you ask me.
He's a bad
man.
Yeah.
He's a bad man.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. I recorded that album with a football-sized tumor and had surgery. It was 8.5 hours, and went and finished it up maybe a couple weeks afterwards.
You're
Played
a bad motherfucker. You a bad motherfucker.
Played first show 3 weeks after the surgery, I think.
Yes, 4. Well, almost 4, but yeah. It was before you were supposed to. That's for sure. It was supposed to be like 6 weeks later.
Jeez,
man.
And he killed it
for you, because that's fucking badass.
Yeah, man. And he's cancer free completely.
So.
Fuck yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I understand. I battled oral cancer for a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
And that shit fucking sucked. So
dude.
I get it. It was not fucking fun. And it is, people don't understand until you're actually going through it how shitty it is.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to work every day. Like I was not going out. I still went. I might have to go over to like a bush and like puke in the bushes every once in a while.
Just
another day at work.
That's rough.
Oh my god,
that's rough.
Yeah.
Still did. I had an incision that was like 8 inches too. So, they were nice enough. The guys in the van, I didn't have to do a thing. They carried in all the equipment, set it up, and I just had to sit there and try to play. So, they've been great through it all. They did shows without me with just acoustic guitars. And I remember Corey saying, when you coming back? I can't stand doing any more acoustic shows.
But we weren't about to replace you, man. We were going to stand with you, and I'm really glad we did.
Oh yeah, it worked out great.
All right, CB, you're up.
All right, so what are all of your pet peeves about the music industry?
Good one. My biggest pet peeve about working in the music industry is unresponsive emails.
Oh my god, yes.
and being left on red. And
just
then
tell me no.
Just
say no.
They're like,
just say no.
What are you doing, man? Hitting me up on all the outlets. I'm like, dude, are you going to respond to me? Like we were in a conversation, and I got schedules we're booking. But honestly, that being said, I will also say we do everything DIY, and we're already booking into like July, August of this year. So we're really happy with the bookings and what's been happening, doing it ourselves. But we put out a lot of live video work, and we just continue to just play wherever anyone will let us fucking rock, man. And as long as it's as long as our gas is covered, we're down. But all right, Momo, what's your biggest pet peeve, brother?
Oh man,
I can already tell you what you're gonna say.
It's probably those emails, but like it just like in general, like a lot of the places we go to like the sound guys.
I know
that really drives me nuts, man. I don't understand. This is what you do for a living. Why can't you do it? that's probably my
even
biggest
as a side gig. Like, fuck, man.
Where we've been to venues where they'll we'll have an in-ear system, and it's like the wireless, just the 1/4 inch you plug into the mixing board or XLR, either one. And
it just goes to your auxiliary port. That's it.
We can't really do this. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's one of many examples. But Momo's also our sound and tech guy, so he definitely deals with it far more than any of us.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, he's amazing. He's fucking great at it. But anyway, what about you, Danny?
The biggest one I think is dishonesty. I played in a band. I played in a band one time, and when I was replacing a drummer, and I came in, and the singer started crying, and she was a female singer. She was phenomenal, but she had a lot of drama. But she started crying, and I said, what's the issue? And she goes, because you're not the other drummer. And so that's how it all started out. And then because I wasn't him, she said I didn't play the songs the way he did. And so we kind of got in some arguments. And so they went behind my back and said that they weren't having practice that day. They were doing other things. And I drove over, and they're all together. And I walked in and said, well, I'm quitting. I'm taking my drums. And she just smiled real big. So that kind of stuff there drives me nuts. Dishonesty.
That's so shitty.
Yeah. That's more than dishonesty, man. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
That's just all the way around wrong right there. I haven't experienced much of that. The only other thing I would say is, like, there's been towns where we've been to, only one I can think of actually, but where it's like, if you didn't grow up there, you don't book there, if that makes sense. You don't.
Oh yeah.
Especially like college towns are that way sometimes. There's certain college towns, I won't name any in particular, but it, and it's not that you shouldn't be on their stage. It's just that you didn't grow up there, you don't go to school there, you didn't, and so it's real difficult to get in.
Very cliquey.
Yeah. And for me, it's like, it's always about the music, and it's always about the connections you can make through music. And for us, that's what it's always been about from day one. And we've made so many. Meeting you guys have been already awesome, and we're really happy. We're really happy doing music in the music industry. The indie scene is amazing, but there are, that was the question. So there are a few things that can be pet peeves. I guess I had more than one, but
there's probably a list.
Well, to harp on that connection thing that you said, Dustin's always saying, I mean, he knows, he's been in the industry, it's always about networking. Like, It's always about just making those connections, talking to people, not being a dick, being honest. Like,
yes, exactly.
Honesty and loyalty is the biggest things with me. Honesty and loyalty. You have that, you're great. And these guys are awesome. I love these guys to death.
I understand that, because it's like, I met Meg through this podcast. Because she came on.
Prime example.
And she was in another band at the time. And me and Meg just hit it off. And I told her, I was like, I have my own project. And ever since she's come on with us, like, I have been fucking diehard loyal to fucking Meg the whole entire time. Like, I don't give a shit what goes on, how it goes. Fuck y'all. I'm with Meg, and I'm playing for Meg, and I'm playing with Meg, and that's all there is. Don't give a shit.
I dig it, brother.
I don't fucking care. I don't care if it's just me and her for the rest of our goddamn career. I'll fucking do it with just me and her backing tracks. I don't fucking care.
That's right. That's right. People have asked us whenever, we recorded the ADP, and then we lost 3 members, Corey and I, right afterwards, pretty much.
So rough.
It was pretty intense because we lost the bass player first, and we found Momo. So Momo was with the 5 of us for a little bit, and then we lost the other 2 members, and it was just like, bam, bam, bam. And most of it had to do with one of them. He was young, and he got a girl pregnant. She didn't want him to do music anymore. And then the other one, the bass player pretty much left because he didn't, when he joined the band, he said he wanted to play shows, but then we really started booking shows, some that we had to travel to, and he was always, giving problems about the shows, and really didn't seem like he just wanted to play local, I guess. I don't know. But that didn't work out. So anyway, he was more of a root note guy, and finding Momo was instrumental. Finding Momo was instrumental because we lost our other guitarist, and Corey was only doing lead. So we lost our rhythm guitarist and our drummer. So when Corey decided to do lead and rhythm, we needed a bass player that really could move all over that bass and really create almost like a rhythm guitar bass sound behind the lead during the live performances, if that makes sense. And Momo has that in spades. So, you know, he's really Justin Chancellor and you know, and Primus, and he'll tell you about his other influences. But, you know, him bringing that to the table. And then Danny's really a speed metal guy originally, our drummer Danny there. But he really has found a way to bring out his own flair and in the EverFelt psychedelic melodic, you know, groove metal that we do.
I get it with Momo because I am a prog metal bass player primarily. Like that's what I come from, and that's my background is metal. And
that's cool.
When I met her, all the metal bands I was ever in, they just wanted they wanted to stick me in this little box and just play the root notes or you know whatever the simple stuff. And I was like, I don't do that. Like I'm very aggressive and I play very fast, and I also play with a pick. So, you know, I fucking go to town on this damn thing, and they're like, no, until I met Meg, and she is on the same wavelength as me. So I was able to like go outside of that box. And we talk about this all. If you're a band and you stick yourself in this little fucking box, you're never outside of that box.
Right.
It ain't about the box, y'all. It ain't all about the box.
There's no box.
If you a leash and let them do what they do, you have no idea what your music could become.
Exactly.
No idea.
That's exactly right. It's really learning how to get out of your own way more than anything, and then doing that together fluidly and allowing yourself to become that channel. You kind of go to this place, you know. And you're right with the rhythm bass. I like to call it rhythm bass because it really brings like almost like a rhythm guitar bass. That's what it reminds me of when a bass player plays like that style. And when Momo brought the song Silhouette that's off the album to us, and he really brought like this whole Tool type of vibe to what we were already doing psychedelic when Corey and I, you know, people have asked us before, when we lost 3 members, were we thinking about starting a different band? Where it's like not even for a second, man. Like just that, you know, almost like that heavier Doors type vibe that we have. That's how I feel about it, you know, a little bit. And it's really almost like a actually someone said to me that we reminded them of a band called Acid Bath once, and so I went and listened to some of their stuff, and I totally agree with that, because I was trying to find bands that we kind of sound like, you know, more than just like, there are some elements of Black Sabbath and some elements of like Tool and some elements of different things in our music that I hear when I listen to it. But I was trying to find a band that reminded me of that. And I actually found that because of iHeartRadio, our EverFelt radio on there. I was that's how I found out. I was like, oh, this is the band we were talking about, man. And there are some similarities. But like, oh yeah. I really do think that we're doing our own, you know, we like to call it psychedelic groove metal. And I have to give credit to Nicole Bryce of Mixed Alternative Magazine in Louisiana. She termed our band that once, and I was like, you know, that's fucking perfect. I think I'm going to keep that if that's all right.
Hey, sometimes you kind of have to forge your own path. You know, that's just like bands like you just talked about in the last podcast that we did an hour ago. Bands like Sleep Token. Everybody fucking hates on them. But they forge their own path. They essentially create their own fucking genre. And
they are their own.
Yeah, and it's bands like that have longevity.
That's right.
I've heard that that's a marker. Like, if you know you're doing things right when you get haters.
Yeah.
I've heard that as a marker.
That's true. You know, it's for us, I'll be honest, like in the indie music industry that we've been a part of in the last 3 years, we have been shown nothing but awesomeness and love from everybody, and we've been giving that back as much as we possibly can. Like the amount of support that we get from people we don't even know is crazy. So we try to do as much as we can back in the same instance, because I'll be honest, people can say what they want about technology, but without the opportunities like this right here, our music wouldn't go anywhere. Like in today's just the way it's ran now. And so you know, we have a voice now because of these like you guys doing this right here. We get to have this conversation, and someone might get to hear it, and they might get inspired by what we talk about, or they might get to relate to it. But you guys are awesome for that, man. And you know, just having this platform, having this conversation right now is really an honor and fucking awesome as fuck, because it wouldn't happen unless you guys were doing this, you know. And so thank you. And yeah,
Stop.
Stop.
So,
Serious, man. You guys, that's an awesome thing.
a big question I have: if you guys could dig up a dead musician and spend 24 hours with them learning everything they know about the music industry, who would you dig up?
Oh, I
Lane
got mine
Staley.
easily.
Go for it, Danny.
Buddy Rich, without a doubt, the greatest drummer that ever lived.
Oh, we've never gotten that answer before, so that's
No.
dope. All right, cool.
I'm gonna have to go with
By
Lane
far,
Staley.
hands down, the best drummers ever lived.
Okay. You got Lane. So we've never got Lane Staley either, which shocks the shit out of me. We've never got. That's two answers
Yeah.
we've never got.
He's the reason I do music today. He was my greatest inspiration when I was 16 and I found the Dirt album. It changed everything for me, you know. So anyway,
Okay.
All right.
go ahead,
Oh,
Momo.
yeah.
Me? Oh man, I don't know. That's a hard choice.
Who are you choosing
who I'd
between?
dig up? Well, I mean,
Elvis Presley.
trying to think. Elvis Presley. Yeah. No, I'd probably do like Hendrix.
I knew.
Yeah.
I figured that.
I don't really like to hang out with Hendrix. I think that'd be cool just to
I
hang
just
out
want to
with
see
him
him
and
and
learn
Corey
stuff too.
have a guitar.
Oh my
battle.
god! Oh my
Yeah.
god, that'd be epic.
I have.
I was thinking Corey would say that too. Hendrix, maybe.
Yeah, Corey would probably. What would Corey say? Maybe like Randy Rhoads.
Oh, he'd
Randy,
pull
yeah.
back Randy Rhoads instantly.
Yeah.
probably would.
That's a pretty popular answer. Like when I came up with that question, I was just like, I couldn't even come up with it myself. I was just like the one person who, the one person that made me want to be a bass player in the first place, I got to meet, and I got to spend almost an hour with him, talking to him, which was by sheer accident. That
That'd be awesome.
That's sick as fuck, dude.
But I got to sit there and drink Jack and smoke cigarettes with fucking Lemmy from Motorhead.
Oh, no shit. Hell yeah.
And that was like the guy that made me want to be a bass player. Like that's the whole reason I even became a musician was because of fucking Lemmy. And
He's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
I told him that. I wanted to, and I was like, no, that's gay. I'm not gonna tell him that.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
He's gonna look
That's
at me
sick
like
as
I'm
fuck,
an
bro.
idiot. I fucking tell him like he's my fucking idol. But no, we just sit there and talked about like life shit because he could tell I was having a hard time, which I just caught my girlfriend at the time fucking around on me in a urinal at the fucking show.
Oh,
So,
shit.
oh yeah. So I was like, yeah, it was bad. It was all bad. And I'm like over there drinking my sorrows away in the green room because my band was like an opening band for that festival. So I was sitting over there and he knew.
Oh
and
my
he
god! So you had to go on and play right after you seen that?
It was. I found out right afterwards. We had just gotten off the stage.
Oh, right after you played.
Yes, we
Oh
had
my
just
God.
gotten off the stage and we were loading up, and there was like a fucking urinal, and you could hear voices coming out, and you could tell that like people were like fucking in it. And
I think I kicked it over, bro.
well, my
No,
vocalist was married to the guitar player. Our vocalist was female. Well, both of them were minor league UFC fighters outside of the band, and they heard it.
Wow.
They recognized her voice, and she went over there and literally fucking ripped that fucking door back and caught them and drug them out of the fucking urinal as I'm standing there like,
Wow, dude.
Oh,
That's
shit.
crazy, bro.
So it's just
Same
like,
thing.
I'm freaked out, man.
yeah,
Loyalty and honesty, you know.
yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. It always
Yep.
goes back to that.
I just walked past him. I just shook my head and I walked right past him. I went straight to the fucking bar and grabbed a fucking shot of Jack and a damn beer, and football was on. So I was watching football, and fucking here he comes. And he sat next to me and he was like, I know a man that's hurting when I see one, and he goes, "You need a smoke?" And he slid over the thing. I was like, "Fuck it," I pulled the cigarette out, and I wasn't even paying attention to him. And he was like, "You want to have a drink with me?" I was like, "Sure." Still, I didn't even fucking look at him. And then he was like, "So what happened?" And so I told him what happened. I look over and fucking Lemmy, and I damn near instantly shit my pants. Like instantly.
Shit.
Everything that
That's
just happened,
wild.
like, was gone. Like, it wasn't even in my fucking mind anymore. Like, instantly.
That's
and I'll never
crazy,
forget.
bro.
I will never.
What are the
fucking-
odds? What are the odds of the two
Oh,
most
shit.
extreme experiences of your life happening within moments of each other?
Yeah.
Like
Something
maybe those aren't
horrible
the
and
two
something
most
great.
experiences. They're kind of extreme emotions, from one to the other. I mean, that's fucking wild, bro. And for
You
him to
tell me,
like,
I felt like I was gonna have a fucking stroke afterwards.
for him to have the wherewithal to have the perspective on what you're going through without even knowing what happened, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like,
It's
I
cool
know they
story.
always say don't meet your idols, which is another reason I came up with that question. And so many people are don't meet your idols because they're going to disappoint you. Not always, because he didn't. Like, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to come up and talk to me. And he sat there and talked to me for an hour. He didn't have to do that.
That's
He didn't have
awesome.
to, but he did.
Hell yeah.
Not all
That's
of them.
fucking amazing.
Bad. Not all
That's
of them.
sick as fuck. Did you
All right.
tell him that he was the reason you play music and everything?
Nope, I sure didn't.
No?
I wished I had.
That would have been gay. That would have been homo.
Now looking back at it, I wished I had. But at the time, I was like, no, he's gonna fucking like be all freaked out and shit. I don't want to make him uncomfortable. So
I see why you didn't say that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
To not.
approach this
Both
as
ways
like
make sense.
musician to a musician type thing, like whatever.
Right.
So
Human to
that's
human.
Right.
the way I approached it, and I didn't freak out. I didn't fangirl. Now I fangirled afterwards because once he left, I cried like a big fucking baby.
Yes.
I
That's awesome, man.
had a place to hide, and I fucking cried because that's all.
Hell
I could
yeah,
Your
dude.
greatest
That would have
inspiration,
been
you know, that's
amazing.
as fuck, man.
Yeah,
It's
no.
awesome.
All right, CB, you're up, bro.
All right. So for each of you, what is your favorite horror film?
Oh, man, that's a good question.
Indeed.
Go ahead, Momo.
I've always
No,
been
man, I gotta think of the name
a
of it.
Freddy fan.
Okay.
Okay, I did
Nightmare
that.
on Elm Street. I've always been a Freddy fan ever since I was in grade school. I just watched the movies on repeat.
Okay.
All right.
Me, I actually started watching a TV show, and I got addicted to it. I love From. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's
From?
amazing.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's called From. It's amazing.
I've watched a little bit of that.
Yeah.
It's a TV.
What's
So
it
good.
on?
I think
I've
it's
seen
on MGM.
Yeah,
Okay.
MGM it is.
A new season's coming out. I think this will be season 3, I believe. I've been watched all of it.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
What's it about?
I'm a huge horror guy, and I've never heard of it.
What's it about?
Yeah, it's a series. It's pretty good.
It's about these people,
Nice.
and it's the same people who made Lost. So you don't know
Oh.
exactly what's going on, and they're
Oh.
driving,
Oh,
and they
no.
get off the road, and then they come into this town, and they can't get out. No matter how hard they try to get away from the town, it always leads them right back to the town. And I don't want to give away too much if you haven't seen it or want to watch it. It's really good though. From the first scene, I was hooked.
I have to
Okay.
say, I love both the original and the remake of Amityville Horror.
Okay.
Yeah. It's great.
Ryan Reynolds is amazing in the remake of that. I've seen it in the theaters twice. It was so good. But the
Wow.
original really messed with me when I was a kid. The original one, and Freddie did too. But the lights on in the attic and the whole it being a true story and all that shit, it was pretty crazy when I was young. But there's a bunch of them I can name. But yeah, those are two that really stick out to me.
Oh, and I like the 50s and 40s and 50s, Lon Chaney and all that stuff back then.
Okay, yeah. Lon Chaney was like the fucking horror godfather.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
love all
movie
that
I'm
stuff.
trying to think of the name of it. Maybe it was actually made originally in France, and it's got a girl with short blonde hair, and it's a trippy movie, man. It's crazy as fuck. But
So I'm big into 80s horror. Like everything in the fucking
Hell yeah.
like I am obsessed with 80s horror. And like I always show him shit. And he's like, I didn't even know this existed. I didn't know this existed. I'm like, yeah, well, you're welcome.
I would be
Now
with
you
Momo
do.
I'd be with Momo on Freddy, I guess, if it's 80s.
Oh yeah, like Freddie was great. I liked Freddie because he had a character and there was like no personality. I think that's why I could never like. I like Jason and Halloween and Friday the 13th. They're okay, but to me it was just the same shit, just regurgitated in a different way. But you had
Freddy
shit
could
like
get in your dreams. You know, he could get into you while you sleep. That was the thing that
Yeah.
messed with me.
But he had a personality. He had dialogue. Like there was like him and Chucky, like the original, like the first two Chuckies I liked. After that, fucking stupid. But Child's Play 1 and 2, I fucking loved. Nightmare on Elm Street, I fucking loved. Like the shit.
I really
was
liked The
wild.
Ring too.
What?
The Ring was good. The first Ring. The first.
Oh
one.
yeah.
That was. I think that was my first like real horror movie. I had just turned 13, and I could watch PG-13 movies, and The Ring was like the first one that I saw and scared the shit out of me.
Me too. I remember when in that movie I was watching in the theaters, and they're at the scene where at the cabin, and they just found the body in the well, and the cops are there, and I thought the movie was literally over. I was getting ready. I was getting my stuff. I was leaving. I was getting ready to get up and leave, and then the very next scene, the little boy's like, you helped her? You shouldn't have helped her. And I'm like, oh shit, that movie tripped me out. Oh, another great one was the first Saw movie when he got up off the ground at the end of it. Oh man, that threw me, bro. I didn't expect that shit at all.
Do you guys remember Phantasm?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I own all of them. I own every fucking one of them.
I love tripping
Don't
watching Phantasms.
Oh yeah, I own all
I
of
haven't
them.
seen those.
That's all right, Meg. I'll bring them for Welcome to Rockville when we have time. We'll fucking watch them.
Yes, we're not gonna have time. We're gonna be so exhausted.
Yeah, I own all of them. Like I'm big on like some of the like more obscure horror films. Like I've been introducing him. A lot of people don't know Peter Jackson, director, did Lord of the Rings and all that.
Right.
Did splatter films in college in like the 70s and 80s.
Really?
So, yes. So he did this movie called Bad Taste. There's Bad Taste 1 and Bad Taste 2. And I had him watch it the other night. And it is ridiculous and extremely scary. But his crown jewel of all, if you ever get a chance, go to YouTube. It's free on YouTube. It's called Dead Alive, or AKA Brain Dead. And it's a zombie. And it is, don't eat. Do not eat before you watch it. It is bad.
What's that horror movie that those songs we got are in?
Oh yeah.
I got the movie right here. I'll be right back.
I can't remember.
You got your music in a movie?
We got it in two movies actually.
Two movies.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name. I've got them on DVD upstairs. Adam will get, but one of them's a horror, and then one of them's like a drama or something.
Okay, fuck, hell
like
yeah.
a love story or something.
Yeah.
All right. That's dope as shit. That's not easy to do.
No.
I mean, granted, they're just projects from college students and whatnot, but I mean, still a movie.
Right? Exactly. And doesn't mean it's not a good movie.
I mean, fuck. Whatever you can do it. Like, if you can get it into something, you have no idea who's going to watch that. And who's going to see it. And who's going to like it. If they like it that much, they're going to go find you.
It's true.
So, I mean, all of it's a plus. All right, Meg, you're up.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
All right. So,
you find the movie?
Torture the Flesh.
That's it.
There's one that was one that we're in, and this is Chivi's Film Productions out of Chicago. We got a couple of songs in that one, and then they did another one called "I Wish I Knew." That's like a horror drama that we have a couple of songs in, and hopefully they'll get some off the album too. But yeah, we are definitely all about getting some music in film and TV, because we, you know, I think our music's very cinematic type anyway. It has a feel of like it would work good for movies, I think. But yeah,
vibe.
Love movies, so it's awesome. It's like a win-win for me. I love it. So
all right, fair enough. All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay, so this is a question for each one of y'all. What was the moment where you decided that metal was what you wanted to pursue? Was what sparked that passion?
all right, Danny.
Well, they probably get tired of me hearing about this, but I'm a massive Kiss fan, and so when I was 5 or 6, my sister's boyfriend came over and he had Destroyer. And I was like, wow, that's, even at that age, I was like, man, that's really neat. And then he said, well, see what they look like. And they had the costumes and the makeup. And so I've been a lifelong fan. But to me, it's, if you can mix really good music with a really good show like they do, that piqued my interest, and it always kept my interest. And then over the years, I've played all kinds of music, speed metal, death metal, and country and rock. And now with these guys, I mean, I've been in a lot of bands. So, but that was what started it off for me, I guess.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Momo.
How about Momo? Yeah.
Let's see. So when I first started playing the bass, I think the first thing I learned was aerials. I know it's not really metal. I mean, it's kind of metal, but I like the chugs, you know, like the real hardcore chugs. And I started getting into a lot of heavier stuff, like Misery Signals, stuff like that. I was a real big fan into As I Lay Dying.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that brutal metal, Suicide Silence, you know, old school Bring Me the Horizon before they're the shit they are now, I guess, you know. But yeah, that's I've always wanted to play metal. It's just them chugs, man. You can't beat it.
Almost.
They move you.
For me, you know, I think my first experience with metal would probably be Black Sabbath. My first experience with what metal really is for me. And all, you know, it's the dark melodic undertones with the beautiful epic melodies over top, and it's the mixture of the two with, you know, metal really offers you something to a vocalist that it doesn't offer, that other genres don't offer, because I've sung other genres of music. It gives you the ability to do all these different ranges and all these different voices, basically.
Yeah.
What you do. And in metal music, that's possible because of the way the music's written. So for me, my first experience, you know, was Alice in Chains was huge for me. Mudvayne was another one that was big for me when I was younger. And so Korn was another one. Jonathan Davis, everything he was doing, you know, I was inspired by that when I was younger. But you know, it was, for me, it was, you know, the influences were Lane Staley, Cornell, Weiland, you know, Maynard, all of them, you know, that was, it was their music there, really, especially in Soundgarden and all, everything, you know, I was a 90s, I'm a big 90s fan. So, especially when it comes to music of all kinds. So, but yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Chains, I guess.
Oh yeah.
All right, so if you guys could go on a tour, all expenses paid, no band could say no, and you could take 3 bands with you on a national tour, who would you decide?
Oh boy. Yeah.
All right.
Tool would be one of them. I'm telling you that right now.
Tool?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That would be intimidating as a drummer.
I don't care.
It would be inspirational, man. That would be sick as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do we each get to choose 3, or do we choose 3 together?
Either one, whichever one you want to do.
I like it when we do. I like to hear the 3 different from each of y'all. I like to hear that.
Okay. All right.
Because it always varies a little bit.
Yeah. So I think it would be awesome to do a show with Seether and Tool and Godsmack. I think for doing a show with those 3 bands would be pretty sick. definitely we're opening, but I would be sick as fuck. But yeah, all right. What do you think, Mo?
Well, Tool.
Yeah.
Probably Metallica.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that'd be
And
sick.
then, let's see. I try to keep the same genres together, but
you don't have to. This is your show, honestly. You get to coordinate.
We're not really building the show, man.
Let's see. Well, then my last band would have to be. Oh my gosh, a brain fart on their name. That'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah. Oh man, I'm brain farting on their name right now.
I hate when that happens.
I'd probably throw Mudvayne on there. I'd throw some Mudvayne on there.
Fuck
yeah.
That Ryan Martini, he's got some slaps on the bass, man.
Dude, that dude's disgusting. He's fucking disgusting. Like, I remember the first time I ever heard him, and I was just like, I quit.
Yeah, dude, I can't figure it. But have you ever watched the videos of people showing you how to play them, and it's all just, he taps up down it, and then it's like, man.
You make it look so easy.
Yeah.
I quit. I'm done. it's over. I can't do it.
All right.
What do you think, Danny?
Oh my gosh, I've been sitting here racking my brain. I'd like to do, now these will be totally different genres, I know, but
that's okay.
I'm thinking
it's your show.
I'm thinking I'd love to go on a show with Journey. I couldn't imagine hearing all those great songs all night.
Yes.
Journey, and I would probably like to do 30 Seconds to Mars and possibly Mudvayne, I think. Those probably
That'd be sick.
All right.
That'd be a good show.
30 Seconds to Mars. That's one that doesn't get mentioned a lot on our show.
No.
Oh, I love them. Love them to death.
I love them too. Jared Leto's a freak, but I love their music.
Leto's got a nice sound.
Yeah.
Well, everybody hates Jared Leto.
He's weird. He's weird as fuck.
Well, those first two albums were great. Those first two albums were amazing.
That's what makes him so good.
He's talented, weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will not deny that.
Yeah, he's very talented. I mean, acting plus going on tour with a band. I don't see how you do it.
I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty sick, man.
And running a cult,
does it too. So does Keanu. Keanu Reeves plays in
oh yeah.
And so does Johnny Depp.
Keanu's a goat.
No, yeah. I love the guy. I loved him playing the Joker. I know a lot of people didn't like that Suicide.
No, he played it perfect what they asked him to play. He played the Joker they asked him to play.
I liked him. I liked him in Morbius, and I'm looking forward to him.
Morbius is great.
I'm looking forward to his Skeletor Masters of the Universe.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
June 5th, baby.
I tell you where it's at.
Yeah. He's going to be Skeletor.
Requiem for a Dream. Now that's where it's at.
That's where I first fell in love with him. Mr. Nobody's really good, too.
I like that one, too.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But Requiem for a Dream is what really got me to know who he was, really. What really got me to pay attention to Jerry.
But I think of all of his artistic ventures, his music is what has hit me the most. Like, I love his ability. Like, he's just
great.
I'm a vocalist too, and just like because I watch YouTube videos, to learn. And I watched this one guy talking about Jared Leto, and they're just like, he's so free with his voice, and I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. He just fucking lets it ride, and then just tweaks it.
Yeah,
he's great.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. All right, CB, you're up, bro.
So, what do you guys collect?
Don't really.
I like shit.
No, I like drums.
Yeah, that's him.
Instrument that.
I try to collect instruments, but it gets kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Man.
I guess I collect a lot of. I'm more of an electronics collector because.
Yeah.
You name it, I probably have it.
What kind of electronics?
He's like a sound
I've
tech.
got gaming systems, computers.
Okay.
Computers, TVs, systems, gaming systems, software. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a pirate, but but for me, I don't necessarily collect
occasionally.
anything in particular, but I do have a lot of jewelry. I have a lot of movies.
Yo,
Jewelry.
Yeah. And that's it. I think that's what I have like a bunch of. Like we have so many movies on. You never know when
I hear you
internet's
collect
gonna come.
parakeets. Parakeets, apparently.
Yeah. We have a lot of animals. Yeah, I love animals. We have a dog, a cat, a guinea pig. I'm sorry, guinea pig died. Hamster, bearded dragon, and the bird. And I think that's it. I think that's all we have now. We just have a fish tank and a bunch of other stuff. But my wife is she works at Petco, so she's been there like 22 years. So we always have a lot of animals. So
hard to resist.
yeah, they're awesome.
Fair enough.
Okay.
What you got, Danny?
What's that?
What you
What's
got,
Danny's
Danny?
collection?
Yeah, Danny.
well, I oh boy, I think I've almost became a hoarder. I've done so much stuff, but no, I'm not that bad. I'm joking. I'm not even close to that bad. But I used to lift weights a lot, so I have a lot of weight machines now. Cars. I probably had over 100 cars in my lifetime.
Wow.
Love hot rods. I've got 2 hot rods at
What?
the moment.
Wow.
Yeah, I love hot rods. Like I said, my drums. I don't know. I have so many interests. It's hard to say, but I have a lot of stuff.
Okay.
That's cool. 100 cars.
I've had
wow.
over 100 cars. Yeah, easily over 100 cars. I've had, stuff like nice Corvettes. I've had Dodge Stealth twin turbos. I've had, top of the line Trans Ams. I've had a lot of stuff, but my hot rods are my favorite. Right now in my mom's garage, I have a 1947 Dodge 3-window coupe I've been working on.
Okay.
So
Good
Are you-
lord.
I love
Are
a lot of stuff.
Are you mob connected?
No,
He's on this mob
No.
kick.
no.
All last week. That's all. Whenever we talk in group chats and anything, they're like, "Hey, we just
God,
watched
that'd
this
be
mob
hilarious.
movie. Hey, we just listened to this mob podcast."
Recently or something.
Well,
Your
there's
picture, Danny, you and shit.
Danny's our John Candy, aren't you, Danny?
I would like to think so. People tell me I remind them of
You are,
John
man.
Candy personality
He's
wise.
genuinely kind.
You're just as
and
tough, that's for sure.
everyone. Yeah, Danny.
Thank you,
man.
Evan. I'll give you some money later.
You're welcome, brother.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no
All
problem.
right, CB, you're up.
Add it to the bill, bro.
Okay. All right. So, what is a conspiracy theory that you guys really believe in?
Ooh. Well, this probably won't be popular, but I really don't think we went to the moon. I don't think we had the technology. I think there's a lot of things I've seen. I really don't think we ever went to the moon. They said they don't have the technology. They don't have the technology to get back. What, 60 years later? They destroyed them?
lost it, right?
Yeah.
It disappeared. What the fuck?
Well, like, my big thing
What do
with
you mean?
that.
So what you mean to say? Go ahead.
So my big thing with
Go
that
ahead,
is
CP.
that look at all of the fuel that it took for them to get from Earth to the moon.
Yeah.
How would they make it back to Earth if they didn't have all that?
Yeah, but that little bitty ship. How in the world did they ever propel that little ship to get back? I don't believe that. That's my conspiracy thing.
I'm convinced that it was all made in a basement.
Yeah, and I think they said
that the
in a
original
hangar.
videos when they said we'd landed on the moon were basement ones. I think we did eventually go.
Yeah.
But probably not when we said we did because we wanted to win the race. But
Right.
that's just what I think. A lot of the conspiracy theories I always believed in have kind of come true recently. So I'm like trying to think of one that I haven't really been able to prove. I do believe in the conspiracy theory of like I do believe that CERN I'm sure you guys know what CERN is. I'm sure
It's
the Hydra
fucking with our
Collider.
physics.
I do believe
it's fucking with our
I do
universe.
believe that there's truth to the Mandela effect, probably, and there's also some truth to like them opening up portals and messing with dimensions, and
Hell yeah.
kind of creating some of what we're dealing with today. I think there's some real truth behind that, but like stuff they're not telling us, you know. But there's been some video footage of scientists saying that entities have come out of the portal they opened, which is fucking insane because it's like, all right, you know, like the show Stranger Things is based on the Montauk Project that happened in the early 80s. That real thing that really did happen. You know, they really were testing stuff on children, and that whole real. I don't know how much of the Demogorgon and all that is real, but like it's very possible that's one of the creatures.
That's D&D. That's Dungeons and Dragons. But
you know, it's kind of crazy that the alien image that we've all been taught since the 1950s looks exactly like the gray. Like it's not a coincidence that they told me exactly what it looks like. You know? It's kind of crazy because I would say aliens for my conspiracy theory, but that's been proven to be true. So you know, even the Air Force and the Navy had to admit, you know, and the UAPs and that it's not our technology. So, Momo, what's your conspiracy theory, my friend?
Honestly, I've never been much of a. I guess I'd be neutral on stuff. I guess I mean I'll sit and shoot the shit with you about it, but I'm never like I don't really have a thought on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll go one way or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll stand there and shoot the shit with you about it all day long.
Hope it's not
Momo's a good guy. Momo's a great guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And the global elite are real.
We've kind of hit the end of the show, but before we do, everybody knows that we always play some type of song or music video at the end. So obviously, we've got your movie Strange, or your song Stranger. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what that song is about before we play it?
Yeah, so Stranger really is something I wrote years ago back in 2013, but the song is really about realizing that that inner voice, the you that you aren't becoming yet because you're scared of facing it and becoming it, that stranger within is the real you. And the only way that you can become that stranger is to forget the you were, and to literally let go of the past, let go of the former you. And so that's really the concept behind the song. You awaken to be the stranger within. And so that's what we're all on, that journey to self and that becoming self. And it's an eternal becoming. You're always becoming, always. So, you know, that thing, that is a forever journey, what I'm talking about, becoming that stranger, but that's the idea. And so, and the music for that, you know, the opening guitar riff was one of the first things Corey, when I first met him in 22, played, something that he had been, you know, just that one riff right there. So, and then it became, with all of us, became what it is now. But yeah, that's Stranger.
All right, fantastic. So on that, we're going to play that for everybody that's watching. Make sure to go check out EverFelt on all their social platforms. Go hit that fucking follow button. If you see them playing a local show, don't be a pussy. Go to the goddamn show. It's not expensive. Go do it. On that, you stay put because I want to talk to you guys after the show. Everybody check out this. Go check out EverFelt. We love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow night. Peace.
Peace, brother.
shifting influence of stirring to wake from this falsely commit the murder, swallow the light sail must die to crawling further. This stranger seems to say, waking to be the stranger, stranger beneath this vague sound, waking to be the stranger, waiting in me till waking now. One stranger pretending to be this stranger in